You're 39 weeks pregnant, which basically means you're walking around like a ticking time bomb wrapped in maternity leggings, waiting for someone to yell the word dilated. But here's the thing. What's really happening in your body right now might surprise you. Most people talk about any day now, but no one tells you about the sneaky signs your body's already getting ready for labor. And I'm talking even before contractions hit. They also don't tell you why you might suddenly feel like deep cleaning your entire house at 3 a.m. and what's actually normal versus what a red flag is this week. So if you're sitting there wondering, is this it? Then I want you to stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's going on in your body, what to do right now, and how to tell when it's go time. Let's talk about the things no one tells you at 39 weeks. So here's the first thing you should know. Even if you're not having contractions yet, your body is not just chilling. At 39 weeks, your cervix is in full-on transformation mode. It's softening. That's what we call ripening. It's thinning out and sometimes even starting to open. Now, you might not feel any of that, but your hormones are working overtime. Now, here's a cool fact. Your body is now releasing more relaxin. We've mentioned that in other episodes in case you've been following along. This is the hormone that loosens the ligaments in your pelvis so that your baby can drop even lower. That's why your hips and lower back might feel achy or sore. Your body is literally creating space. Now, here's a pro tip for that. Try gentle pelvic tilts or sitting on a birthing ball for 10 to 15 minutes a day. It helps your baby settle into a better position and can relieve that pressure down low. And speaking of pressure, let's talk about how it feels when you're walking around and it feels like a bowling ball is between your legs. Yep, totally normal at 39 weeks. Annoying, but normal. That's your baby's head pressing down on your cervix, your body's natural way of saying, we're getting close, mama. All right, now let's talk about what's going on emotionally, because at 39 weeks, it's not just hormones, it's anticipation overload. One minute you're ready to meet your baby, and the next minute you're crying because your partner ate the last of all the good snacks. That emotional swing, well, it's real. Your oxytocin levels are actually rising. And that's the same hormone that will trigger labor and help you to bond with your baby later. Here's a twist though. Stress can actually block oxytocin. Yes, it's a thing. So if you've been anxious, if you've been pacing or Googling every twinge, I want you to take a breath, mama. Your body does its best work when you're relaxed and feeling safe. Now, here's a quick tip for that. I want you to try this. Put your hand on your belly, and I want you to have a slow exhale and say out loud, my body knows exactly what to do. Now, I know it may sound cheesy, but your brain believes what you tell it, and oxytocin loves calm energy. All right, now let's get real about the weird stuff that no one warned you about. Here's some things that you might notice. More discharge, even thick or mucus-like discharge. That's your mucus plug, and yes, it is a thing. You may also notice random bursts of energy. That's that nesting syndrome that we talked about before. Or you could actually experience the opposite, which is complete exhaustion. It's like your body is slowing down to rest before labor. Now, here's something interesting. About 30% of moms experience loose stools or mild cramping in the days before labor. It's your body's natural way of cleaning out your system, kind of like a pre-labor detox. Just remember, if you have continuous diarrhea, a fever, or sharp pain, those are all things that I want you to call your provider about. But if it's just running to the bathroom a few extra times, that's totally part of the process, okay? All right. Now, let's clear up the biggest question at 39 weeks. How do I know when I'm actually in labor? Because false alarms can be very common. So here's a quick cheat sheet for you. Real contractions actually get stronger over time. They come closer together and they don't really go away with water or with rest. But Braxton Hicks, on the other hand, those practice contractions, the false labor, well, those are irregular. They usually stop when you change positions and they don't increase with intensity. Here's a test that you can do. Time your contractions for an hour. If they're consistently 5 minutes apart and lasting at least 60 seconds each, and it's been that way for about an hour, that's what we call our 5-1-1 rule. And that means that you're likely headed into active labor. Now, here's a pro tip. You might want to think about calling your provider and having a plan, not to rush to the hospital too early. Early labor can last anywhere from 6 to 12 hours, and being home where you're comfortable can really help your labor to progress a little faster thanks to, you guessed it, that oxytocin. All right. Now, while you're waiting for baby's grand entrance, here's what you can focus on right now. You can pack or recheck your hospital bag. Make sure that you've got your comfy clothes, snacks, your phone charger, and your birth plan printed and saved. Also, you can do some relaxation practice. Try 10 minutes of deep breathing, gentle stretches, or guided visualization. You can also try to eat smart. Think light, balanced meals, things with protein, carbs, and hydration. You'll definitely need that fuel for labor energy. Also, communicate with your birth team. Let your doula or partner know what support you'll want in early labor. And finally, rest. You're not being lazy. You're charging up for the biggest physical event of your life. Sleep now, mama. Trust me. Take my advice. If you don't listen to anything else in the video, get rest and sleep now, because those newborn nights are coming. Listen, 39 weeks is the most beautifully uncomfortable stage of pregnancy. You're so close, but also I understand you're probably over it. Your body's working behind the scenes, your hormones are prepping for labor, and your instincts are kicking in for a reason. You don't have to wing it, mama. You deserve to go into labor confident and calm. It's not too late for Bump to Bundle Blueprint. It is the all-in-one birth prep course that walks you through labor, birth, and postpartum without any overwhelm. So if you haven't already, you're up at night anyway, you're uncomfortable. You might as well hop into the program so you feel confident during your birth. All right, the link is in the description, so be sure to check it out. Now, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. It's an important one. Remember, you've got this and I've got you. Until next week, happy birthing.